Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Harry Muppet. Welcome back to another Daily Masters, and we're going to be playing a TvZ here today. I'm not even sure if I need to introduce these guys, because, I mean, they're such well-known players. They're right up the top of the WCS, and they always play awesome games. It is, of course, Jaedong, down the bottom right side of the map, as the red Zerg player. I wish I could zoom in further than this, but unfortunately I can't. And yeah, good old Jaedong. And down at the bottom left side of the map, it is going, of course, to be Storm Polt. So, otherwise known as Polt. CM Storm is actually part of the team. Is actually the team that he's playing for. And it's interesting, actually, that he's not part of their clan. I don't know, maybe they... No, actually, I think what the case is that he's not... There's... Let me just think for a second. I don't think he's actually part... This is not his normal server, because if I remember correctly at the start of the game, he was actually in Bronze League. So, yeah, he's not actually in Bronze League. He's just, obviously, he normally plays in North America or something like that, and now he's playing in Europe or something like that. Yeah, one or the other. I'm not sure which league he normally plays in. I'm guessing North America. Actually, we are going to end up looking him up after all, just to see what the default one is. I do remember it being North America off the top of my head, but I may be hopelessly wrong. And I mean, well, he's from South Korea, but that doesn't really tell us much, because South Korean players are playing all over the world, man. And yeah, so that really doesn't tell me anything about where he's playing. It might actually be. This might actually be a North American server, because I do remember, off the top of my head, that Jaedong was playing in North America. But maybe I'm wrong, because this is the WCS, and I don't know if it was played in North America. I have a funny feeling it was played in Korea, but I may be hopelessly wrong about that. We are just going further and further down the drain in terms of correct information. Let's actually look up the WCS now. Yeah, because there's not much else going on this game. Early command center. That's, yes, the command center. I'm not confusing it with the Nexus. I always do that, but yeah, where is WCS? Oh, they're doing something for the grand final or something. Where is Season 2? God damn it, I am so lost. I am so lost. Here we go. Season... No, recent... It's too far away. Too far ago. I don't know where they threw it. Screw it. Whatever. We're just going to be casting this game, because we've got no information so far, except that I am hopelessly lost when it comes to searching for things on the webpage. I basically look at the page, and then it has a list of previous tournaments, and if the tournament I want isn't in that recent list, then I am screwed. I just cannot find it. So let's get on the good old follow mode for this Ling. He's going to run in. He is going to run straight out. I like how it's got a nice smooth sort of camera thing. So he does a quick turnaround. It doesn't just sort of jag around like that. It's a nice smooth sort of thing. I actually bought a video camera that does that. When you put the video camera in your hand and you shake it all around, and it doesn't actually, it doesn't get really jagged. It sort of tries to smooth it off. I think it's a digital effect, because it can't be an analog effect. It's just way too crazy. It's like a little handicap. So I gotta feel like it's a digital effect. But yeah, so Jaedong has his second base. He's got his third base down. We have a sporting pool so far, and he does not have Ling speed yet, but he does have both of the gas on his expansion. So that's pretty nice. I guess most Zerg players feel like the gas on their main is a bit too exposed or something for like drops and stuff like that. Definitely the second is much better defended, because there will be queens down here for the purposes of just keeping this gate alive. He could have gated that a little bit closer maybe. I don't know, it's all good. So yeah, so definitely there'll be more queens down here to bridge this gap. So there'll be more queens to defend this expansion than there will be to defend the main. Maybe that's why they put the gas down here at the start. Because, I mean, you don't need gas, and you get the expansion early enough. So you might as well put it down here. Get the defense a bit better going. Not quite able to take out that cream tumor, but Polt does have 4 Hellions out on the map now. And Yeah, it's not gonna help him too much. I mean, there's not really too much that he can do, even with 4 Hellions. I mean, there we go, another 2, so 6 Hellions, starting to become a threat for Queens, and is definitely going to be holding up any sort of traversal of workers over to this base until Jaedong is satisfied that he's going to be in a good position. But yeah, definitely a lone Queen over here could quite easily get owned. Look at that, they're even managing to kill the llamas, man. That's pretty insane. 2 Queens coming out. Of course, as I said, a single Queen would get owned by this many Hellions, but 2 Queens, it's probably going to be enough. And here we go, Polt having his 3rd base already. So he's looking pretty good. Roach is starting to come out, and the Hellions, they're trying to do something, but they got barely a third of the health off that Roach. And 1 Hellion just went down like nobody's business. So obviously not a good way to go. Looks like Polt is going for a ton of barracks here. He's got his 3rd base up. Has not moved it over yet, getting the traditional small amount of... Oh, look at these guys, man. They're actually just going for crazy scouting. He's actually going to see the 4th base here. So a 4th base at the 9-minute mark. Jaedong is going pretty nuts with the expansion timing. And it's going to be looking at doing a very, very strong economic game. A very, very strong macro game. Excuse me. So yeah, Polt is definitely going to have to push out. He sees the 4th base. He knows he needs a 3rd base right now. And 2 base versus 4 base Zerg, it's just not going to happen. So got to get that 3rd out. Got to start getting the workers out. He's not too far behind, with 11 workers behind. It's not horrible. Obviously, it's not good either, but it's not horrible. A couple of Hellions coming back here. I thought these were Widow Mines for a sec, but no, just Hellions. So 2 more, they must have been the surviving members of that Hellion pack, maybe? Or maybe there's just 2 that Polt had around in the back of his base and decided to send them out. So, regardless, he's doing pretty good. Jaedong definitely has the economy. He's jumped up another 9 workers. And Polt is scooting along with the workers as fast as he can. But of course, the amount of workers he can build is very limited. And it's nice to see. Of course, he's a master player, so you'd expect it, but it's nice to see that he always keeps 3 workers coming out, no matter what's going on, and he doesn't queue them up either. You can see they jump back to 1, and then they jump straight back up to 3. Well, there we go, 3. So it's a case of a few seconds. And I mean, a lot of players, if they want to get a serious amount of macro going, they'd actually queue them up. They'd queue them up, but that is 50 minerals that's basically not doing anything right now. You could be spending on other stuff. And that's why these master level players never queue anything up, because you never know when you might want to just grab something else on the spur of a moment, when he might see like a special bit of tech that Jaedong has built, and suddenly he's like, alright, I've got to get a Ghost Academy right now, or alright, I've got to get a 2nd factory and an armory out right now. And those buildings take a while to build, so if you've got the minerals there, if they're not sitting in your command center, just waiting for a SCV to be built, then you get them that much earlier. You don't have to go around to the command centers and cancel things, and it's beautiful. The only downside is you have to be on top of your game. You have to make sure that when the workers are finished building, and you don't have a beautiful display like this, like we've got, you actually have to know that the worker is finished building. So you constantly got to be keeping an eye on the command center. I assume he doesn't want any more workers. He's not just doing a massive mess up here, but 64 is a pretty decent number. Of course, Jaedong has 80. Jaedong is completely off the chain right now. But, I mean, yeah, look at this. Polt is halfway to level 2. Jaedong is just about finished level 2, though, but he's not getting roach upgrades. So I feel like these guys are kind of a standover from the early to mid game. He's not going to be his main focus. His main focus actually does look like a decent amount of infestors. He's kind of shaping up to Mutiling, but he's decided to go for Infesterling instead, which is a pretty nice tactic. Yeah, it's a pretty nice tactic. The Fungals are going to crap all over the Marines, and the Widow Mines, they're going to do alright, but the Infestors are fairly bulky, so he should be alright, I feel like. I feel like, yeah, I mean, with the Infested Terrans as well and the Fungal growth, I feel like Jaedong has a very good chance to do some very, very nice play in this, because we've never really seen Infesterling thrown at Marine Widow Mine before. And it's going to be very, very interesting to see how well it does. And it's going to be very, very interesting to see what sort of tech Polt is going to throw at him, because I don't know, maybe he'll probably just stick for the Triple M Widowmine for a while. But I do not know whether it's going to be up to Jaedong's massive economy, or just up to his better unit composition, or just up to the Ultras. I have a feeling that Polt, I do not know if he can make it work against this, because I definitely like this playstyle. The Infestors in there, all the fungal growths, they're going to do so much damage. And I mean, we've definitely seen Infestor Ultra used before. That's a very, very powerful combination. Because, of course, the only way you could possibly deal with the Ultras is to stim and kite away from them. And when you are fungled, you cannot kite. You just get stuck there, and then the Ultras rip you apart. Nice attack here by Jaedong. There is no planetary there, so it just lifts off, and he's going to be blocking that. Very nice. But Polt, meanwhile, continuing to put the pressure on. He is not being backed away by these guys, continuing to put the pressure on. And Jaedong is holding him off quite easily, I feel like. I feel like Jaedong isn't really having to spend a crap load getting rid of these guys. He's got a decent amount of Lings and Bailings. Not a crap load of Bailings, but he doesn't really need a lot, because Polt isn't really coming in en masse with a massive army. He's just got these little groups here and there, and Jaedong just takes them out as they come in. I mean, Polt's starting to get a little bit of momentum here, and the Ling numbers are starting to get a little bit low, but that's because Jaedong is saving up for a ton of Ultras, and they are nearly out. But the timing, there we go, he realizes he can't quite wait for the Ultras, so there's about 28 Lings coming out now. Nice Fungal is going to be shooting a few of these guys away, but Jaedong making a bit of a mistake, not getting a ton of Lings. He was waiting for the Ultras, so he thought, alright, I don't need the Lings yet, I'll just wait for the Ultras. But there was a point, and Polt pushed hard enough, he killed all the Lings, and suddenly Jaedong was like, shit, the Ultras aren't going to get here in time, I need something right now. And he built a crap load of Lings, but just as the Lings were getting built, Polt managed to push in and take out that third base, and man, what an excellent, excellent job. But Jaedong right now is going to be turning around, going straight back in, and with the Ultras in his army, Polt is, yeah, he's going to be changing up a little bit. He was already getting a ton of Marauders, so he's going to keep on getting a ton of Marauders, and he should be fine with that, so we'll see though. He's having to use up a scan to take care of that Ling, very, very annoying. But Jaedong getting his third base back up. He's already got a 4, so he's not in a dangerous position at all. They've lost a few workers each, but nothing really, really crazy. And Jaedong, he's obviously happy with the number of Infestors he's got, because he's just building Ultras and Lings at the moment. And yeah, these guys not really doing much, except to, of course, confuse the commentators by leaving a lot of blue dots. I keep thinking these are Widow Mines, but no, they are Changelings, and Jaedong could move him back into the Force if he wanted to, but managed to take actually Jaedong managed to cancel it, so very, very nice. It's a nice Force cancel by Polt, but it was a nice job actually cancelling it by Jaedong. So it still hurts though. It still really, really hurts. Using up one Ling on the Widow Mine, the planetary coming down, and he's going to lose quite a few Ultras here. Bailey's actually rolling in with the Ultra Force, not really getting a lot, but the Ultras do manage to take out the planetary with all that DPS. Widow Mines, however, doing a massive amount of damage to these Ultras, just absolutely massive. I mean, these guys have a lot of armor, but armor does not help when you're getting hit by a single high target damage. I mean, 125 damage doesn't matter if you got 6 or 7 armor, because that's still 118 damage or something. So armor does pretty much nothing versus the Widow Mine attacks. So yeah, just really, really nice. And the sheer fact that Polt has so many Marauders coming out, 4 at a time, is just really, really awesome. I mean, he's still a little bit behind on the upgrades. Jaedong already has 3-3. Polt's still trying to get 3-3, still halfway there, but he's doing alright. And every time that Jaedong loses this base, he goes ahead and he wipes out this base for Polt. So he's definitely keeping it nice and even. Although, I don't know, because as a Zerg, you want to be one base ahead. And Jaedong is not one base ahead. He's fighting to have the same amount of bases that Polt has. So, yeah, I still would not say that he's extremely ahead. And here we go. Jaedong actually getting quite a lot of corruptors. He's obviously just wants to get rid of these medevacs. There's just too many medevacs on the field. How many does he have? He's got 8 corruptors. So that's a pretty decent number. And just building a ton of lings. Or the corruptors may not be for the medevacs. They may be for something else. He may be thinking about broodlords. And that would be crazy. Like literally crazy, because he'd have no anti-air. Unless he mixed in corruptors with the broodlords. So... yeah, but Polt saw the corruptors. He's like, instantly, alright, I gotta get Vikings. And 3 starports, 3 more starports, because he's already had 1 pumping out medevacs the whole day. So he's getting 3 more starports. And we're going to be seeing some mad Viking production coming out very, very soon. And Polt is not going to be underestimating the power of a potential broodlord invasion. These guys coming around, they don't see a base over there, so that's pretty good. But Polt going in, once again, going to be trying to take out this 3rd base. He loves attacking this 3rd base, and I think he will get it once again. He's just got so many forces. They're losing health like nobody's business, but no, they're not pushing in. They're choosing to take out the ultras instead. The ultras all go down, leaving these forces relatively free, but Ling's flanking them as well. The Terran force is getting so low, but it's got just enough to finish these guys off. Where are all Jaedong's forces? They're all down here, taking care of this 2-pronged attack on the main base. So, beautiful job, but look at all those dead guys, man. Really, really bad. So, once again, Jaedong losing this base. And now Jaedong has to counter back and take out another base again. He's got to trade off bases again, but I don't know. He got hammered pretty hard back there. He's still in the lead, sort of, but I think this may just be worker advantage. I don't know if he's got this sort of army to take out these guys. He's got a crap load of lings, but his ultras pretty much all dead. His corruptors all dead. He looks like he lost all the infestors there as well. That is a huge blow. Absolutely huge, losing all that infestors, and I don't think he's going to be able to save up the gas to build all of those up anytime soon. I mean, he's building 4, but he needs that gas for broodlords and ultras and all that sort of stuff, so I don't know whether he wants to get it for infestors. Let's see, did they actually... I think they may have taken out his Greater Spire as well. What a beautiful attack by Polt there. Really, really nice. Main attack here, taking out this hatchery. Side attack there, took out the Spire. Absolutely fantastic. The Greater Spire is going to be going down here. And he's also delayed broodlords for a very, very long time. So I really like that attack from Polt. Let's see if he can really put the advantage down. He's sending his main force over here, relatively undefended. And this is a brand new base with a ton of minerals in it. So Jaedong being caught off guard quite a bit here. And he is going to start to suffer for this. I mean, the ultras just by themselves with such a high marauder concentration in this force from Polt, not going to be doing all that well. I mean, there's 2 ultras left, and they're going to be doing a decent job. But no, one goes down, the other one goes down. Polt is not even running. He's choosing to just destroy these ultras and finishes off the hatchery, and then he's going to be getting out of there. And Jaedong, man, just defeat after defeat after defeat. And these are not small defeats, man. He has been losing actual mining bases, actual tech structures that he cared about, and a lot of units have been going down. So the question of whether the Infestor Ultra Ling sort of a combination would just own Triple M plus Widowmine, I think has been very, very easily answered, because Polt just continued to steam on with his tactic, and he's been having so much success with it. Maybe potentially even better with Mutiling, because yeah, I mean, he's just so fast. He can just do everything all over the place, and it's very, very hard for a Jaedong to see them coming because he's so spread out. And yeah, even with the creep, man, he just can't get around there fast enough. He should be able to hold off this attack, but I don't know. I mean, they stim, they run in, the base goes down. He's trying to defend this, but I think Jaedong will hold off here. He's got his main force, and these guys reinforcements though, and this is just crazy Terran macro right here. I thought the Zerg macro was crazy, but the Terran macro is insane. I mean, he's on 4 bases. He's getting the 5th base down. Tried to. I feel like this base just cannot land, but if we have a look, he's doing such a good job, and he's been keeping Jaedong's economy behind the entire game. I cannot count how many times this hatchery has died. This unit's lost. I feel like that must be the units lost because it's impossible to actually have that many lings alive at once. Or it's not impossible, but it's basically impossible. So, yeah, wow. Just, if we have a look, that's 7,000 more minerals that Jaedong has lost that Polt has not lost. So, he's doing a great job trading his armies at, and he's doing a great job with mining. I was going to have a look at this. He's sort of ahead, but not a ton. He's actually lost a lot of harvesters. Wow. Just, I don't know how he lost all those harvesters. Probably all these attacks around here and all these attacks over there. But in the end, he just out macro Jaedong. Just did a fantastic job. And yeah, congratulations to Polt for an extremely well-earned victory right there. And yeah, thank you very much to you guys for watching my video, watching my Daily Masters. And stay tuned tomorrow for another one, which I'll be casting not tonight because my nose is a little bit blocked and it's not fun to cast when your nose is a little bit blocked. So anyway, I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Stay tuned. This has been Hairy Muppet. I hope you enjoyed this game.